लेकिन आटा तो अभी पूरा मतलब सेम ही हो गया पूरे इंडिया में। आशीर्वाद और वो क्या बोलता है सम्राट।
Guys, is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the PPT slides?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. I think somebody is not on mute. Please mute yourself. So students, welcome to Dr. D.R. Patil Vidyapith Center for Online Learning. I am your faculty for this course, OMBAIML 303 and OMBBA 305, that is performing analytics with Python or using Python. So I think somebody is not on mute. Please mute yourself. Yeah. And guys, if you have any queries, any questions, please raise your hand so that I can unmute you. So learners, in this session, we are going to learn about the very first unit of this performing analytics with Python. The unit name is Python Fundamentals for Data Analytics. So before we could start with this session, let's go through with the agenda for this session, what we are going to learn in this unit. So this unit is a bit larger as it covers the most of the basic concepts regarding Python, like the data structures, what are the operators, what are the local variables, global variables, how event-driven program executes, how we can able to define the control statements, the functions, the OOPS concepts, exception handling, and file handling. So you can say that most of the part of basics of Python has been covered in this very unit, that is in the very first unit. So it requires at least 1 or 2 lectures to go through with it. So I will try to do my best to cover all the concepts of this very first chapter, because this first chapter will give you the understanding, the basic knowledge of Python. So this first unit session or first unit lecture will be extended into 2 or 3 lectures. As you can see, it's a bit larger. As you can see, it covers most of the Python concepts. So if you understand the Python concept, then we can uh, build our analytical skills. Then we can perform analytics or data analytics using Python. So here we go. So basically, when you talk about the Python data structures, or we can say data types, basically it is been divided into 4 categories, 4 broad categories we can say. That is list, set, tuples, and dictionary. These are the broad categories of data structure that you find in Python. Other than this, there are some other data types, but broadly these are the main data structures or data types used in Python. We will learn each of these data structures with their practical example. I will practically demonstrate you how to define list, how to perform the operations on list, how to define set, how to assign the values to the set, how to define tuples, how to define dictionaries. So let's start with list. So what is a list? Basically, a list is a ordered collection of elements. Means what? The items in the list are linearly arranged one after the another. and it is one of the essential data structure that you find in Python. So more or less, you will find the list has been used in all the coding of Python. So it is one of the most essential, or we can say common data structures or basic data structure that Python provides. What it is? It is nothing but an ordered collection of elements which are arranged in a linear fashion. Means what? One after the another. So it maintains the order. It maintains the order in which you enter the items in the list. And you can perform addition, deletion, you can insert the items later on, you can change the items later on from this list. Okay. So now I will just give you how to create. I will show you how to create a list. Just give me a minute. Okay. So can you see the Google Colab here? Guys, can you see the Colab? Yeah. Requesting you to go slow as some of them are not from technical background. Yeah, I can understand that. See that my strategy would be teaching as if you don't know anything about Python. So from that perspective, I'm trying to explain the concepts as in a simple language as it is possible. Okay. So now you guys are new to the Python, I can understand. You don't need to install Python on your system. So what you need to do here, I will show you. Just open another window in the browser, and here you can type Google Colab. See here, guys. One more time, I will show you. Create a new tab in your browser, in your internet browser. So just type as say Google Colab. So you need to click on the very first or on the second link that it shows that it gives the list of many Google Colabs. But here you need to click to the welcome collaboratory. So if you do the same thing simultaneously, then it will be very easier to understand. So can all of you open the Google Colab simultaneously so that we can execute the examples simultaneously? Yeah, done. Thank you. I want all of you to open this collaboratory. Please type yes in the chat box. Doing it. Okay, fine. Yeah, done. Thank you. Yeah. So now we have opened the Google Collaboratory by clicking onto the Welcome Collaboratory. So after that, it gives you the options like Open Notebook. So what you need to do here, just go on, click onto the new text, new notebook. Click on the new notebook. It is giving the list of the notebooks that are present. So just click on I think the window. Yeah. Can you see the new notebook here? So click on to the new notebook. Click on to the new notebook. So now a new notebook will be created for you. So guys, have you done to this part? Have you opened the new notebook? Yeah, thank you. So now in this new notebook, we have to enter the commands, isn't it? So first, what I have said here, we have to create a list. So how to create a list? Just type the command. So in order to save the time here, I am just copying and pasting it here. Okay. So just type, you can give any name here. You can give any name to a list. Okay. So name of the list is equal to is what? That is list underscore a. That is the name I have given to my list. So list underscore a is the name of my list is equal to leaves on space. After that, in a square bracket, you can insert the strings in either single quote or a double quote. And if you want to insert multiple items, it should be separated by a comma. Like here, I have entered some items like apple, comma, 12, integer, comma, again, one more item as I have inserted, that is mango, comma, again, I have inserted some numbers. So after that, the list has been created. So now, if I want to print, if I want to display the items of the list, you just need to execute. You just need to either you can press Control plus Enter, or you can just click on this Start button or the Execution button. So when you click on the Execute button, the command that you have written inside that said code cell will get executed. So now you can see that the command that I have written inside that code cell is executed successfully. If there are any syntactical error, then it flashes the errors. You have to correct those errors. And again, you need to re-enter or re-execute the same code cell. So this is a very simple way of creating a list. What is the syntax? The syntax is name of the list. You can give any name is equal to space, the square bracket, and in that square bracket, you can enter the items. If it is a string, enter into a either double quote or a single quote. If it is a number, you can just enter the number as it is. Even you can enter the floating point numbers, but the multiple items should be separated by a comma. Okay, at the end, you need to complete the list definition or creation of a list with a corresponding closing square bracket. Okay, so now once you create the list, if you want to see the list, if you want to display the items of the list, what is the command? The command is, or we can say print. Print, what is print? Print is a function which has been defined in the Python. Okay, it's a function print. So whatever you provide as an argument, so here I have provided the name of the list as an argument. So this function, the print function, is an inbuilt function which has been already defined by Python in its libraries. We are just calling that function. How to call a function? If you want to call any function, you need to name that function. And if that function accepts any arguments, you need to provide the arguments. Like here, I have provided one argument, that is the name of the list. So what this print function will do? The print function will display the items of the list, that is list underscore a. So as you can see in the output that it has displayed the collection of items in a linear fashion. See here, the order in which I have entered, in the same order, it will display the items. So it means that it maintains the order in which I have entered the items in the list. Clear? Have you done this? Didn't work for me. What, Manju? What happens? Didn't work means what? Okay, I will unmute you so that you can communicate with me. Yeah. Yeah, what happens?
Yeah, I gave the command prints bracket list underscore a, but
Hmm.
nothing came out. It didn't
Nothing
show
came
the
out.
result as
See
shown
that.
in
First,
your screen.
okay, first, what you need to do here, just remove this print command. And now, first enter, run this code.
Okay.
So, is it successfully executed?
So how do I know that? It is throwing me to next
No,
row.
no. If it is not showing anything, it means what? I haven't written any code after creating a list. So it means that it has been successfully created. So have you
Okay.
got any errors after executing this? After
No.
running this code? Yes, Manju, have you got any
So the
errors?
code is no, sir. Directly it came to the second row.
No,
When
no,
I
no.
pressed
See
enter,
here. This is the button. Can you
okay.
see the button here? The start
Yeah.
button. So you need to click that
Yes.
start button.
Okay.
You need to execute that code. Unless and until that code is executed, your list is not going to be created. So
Okay. I
either you
did
can,
click on.
yeah, either you can directly click on this arrow button, that is the start button, or you can, what you can do, place your cursor in that and say control and enter at the same time. Control and enter. Press
Okay. I got
control
a
plus enter.
green check mark on here.
No, no, first remove that print command.
Yeah, I did that. Even I
Yeah.
clicked on the run button. I run the code,
Hmm.
and it gave me the tick mark, the
Yeah, yeah,
same
that means
shown in
it
your
has been executed
yeah
successfully.
green tick.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, see here, on this same line, come to the next
Okay.
line, say print
Okay.
the bracket. If you give a
Yeah.
single bracket, automatically it gives its associated closing bracket.
Okay.
So now we have to give
Understood.
the name as you have given for the list. What is the name? That is list
List underscore.
underscore A.
Yeah.
So now again press control and enter. So what happens here now?
Yeah, I got it. I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So who has raised the hand? I think somebody has raised the hand. So all of you got the same result. Please type yes in the chat box. Bhagyalakshmi Nadar, what happens? List. See here, what you have done here, Bhagyashri, whoever has given the screenshot, list A is equal to space. There should be a space. List A is equal to space, space. See, exactly you need to give the command like I have given. See here. You need to give the exact command which I have given. Is it visible my screen? Untitled IPNY B.
Yes, it is
Guys,
visible.
visible. See that you have to give the command in the same way here. If you have given a space, or if you haven't if you haven't given a space here, like say for example, I have done like this, list underscore a.
People,
अगर मैंने space नहीं दिया, if I haven't given space, then see here, it gives me the error.
Yours,
So
that
there should be
screen
a
is not
space.
visible.
Yes,
Your screen, you are in presentation, sir.
The PPT is showing, sir.
PPT
Yeah.
showing. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
wait. Yeah, is it now visible?
The same, it's PPT.
no, sir.
The same PPT.
PPT is showing how here. Okay, wait. Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is visible right now.
yeah. So here we have to write, you have to give the command in the same fashion that I have given here, without doing any single mistake of leaving space or ignoring the space, because Python is very strict in case of indentation.
Yeah, sir, can you put this code in chart? We can try that.
In the chat, okay, yes.
Yeah, for
I
me
will do
also
that.
it's not executing.
Yeah, I will do that.
Thank you.
See here, I have given in the chat box, list underscore a is equal to space is equal to space in a square bracket. If you are entering the string, it should be in a either single quote or double quote. If you are entering a number, it should be simple. There is no need to insert these numbers in either single quote or double quote, and the multiple items should be separated by a comma. So I hope you have executed this. So now, if I have to insert another code block, then go to the insert. You either, yes, if you want to execute, if you want to write multiple commands, what you can do here, just place the cursor and say place and press the enter key. That way also you can do. Means what? In a single code block, we can write n number of statements. But for the sake of simplicity, here I'm inserting another code cell. So if you want to insert another code cell, what you need to do here? Just go to the insert menu and click on code cell. So now you can see that a new code cell is been inserted. A new code cell has been inserted. So this is how I can create a list. Okay. So now we'll go to the next example, that how to create a set. How to create a set. Set is also a data structure, but the difference between set and list is that set will not maintain the order. Means what? The order in which I have entered the elements in the set, and if I try to print the set, then you will get entirely the order has been completely changed. So set and list, what is the difference? Set is an unordered collection of elements. It is unordered. As you can see in the example here, one more difference between set and list is that when you create a set, then you can see here, we have to give the we have to use the rounded parenthesis. As you can see here, I will put it in the chat box again here so that you all can am I audible? Yeah. So here I have created a set. The basic difference between set and list is that when you're creating a list, we have to use the square bracket, isn't it? Square bracket. But when you are creating a set, then we have to use the rounded parenthesis. So the syntax is same. Other than that, the syntax is same. Only the thing is that how we can identify whether it is a set or list by when you see that the items are inserted in a square bracket, pair of square bracket, then it refers list. And when you see the items are inserted in a rounded brackets like this, it means that it is a set. Okay, this is one difference. Second difference, set will not maintain the order. Like I said, that set is an unordered collection of elements. It is an unordered collection of elements. Whereas list is a ordered collection of elements. Both set and list will maintain the orders in a linear fashion. In a linear fashion, one after the another. But set will not maintain the order. List will maintain the order. Okay. Now, one more difference between set and list is that, listen very carefully. In case of list, I can insert duplicate items in a list. I can insert duplicate items in a list. Say, for example, here, I can insert the item which is already present, that is apple. I will again insert the apple here. And if I try to execute it, it will definitely execute without giving any error. So you can see that. Can you see the screen here? Can you see the output? Please give a response. Yeah. So here, as you can see that I can insert duplicate items in list. I can insert duplicate items in list. And again, you can see that in the order I have entered the items in a list, in the same order, it has been displayed. Can you see the display and the insertion of items? The way or in the order I have inserted the items, it has maintained the order. Again, the list can have duplicate items, but the set, as you can see here, I have entered the items in the order of Sri 88, Anand 88, Rahul 67.88. And when I try to print, you can see what it has printed in what order. It has printed 67.88 first, after that Anand, after that 88, after that Sri, and after that Rahul. And again, I would like to show you that if I try to enter the same item, duplicate item in the set, definitely you can enter, but it will not accepted. You can, as you can see that I have entered Shri, but it is not been accepted. Why? Because Shri is a duplicate value. So again, you can see that here, when you define a set, you need to enter the items in a curly braces. Sorry, I have said round bracket. It is not round bracket. It is a curly bracket. As you can see, it's a curly bracket. So here, set will not accept duplicate values. Set will not maintain the order in which the items are entered. Set will also accept the data of multiple types like list. In list also we can enter data of different types: string, numbers, integers, float value. We can enter all these things in the list and as well as in set as well. But what is the difference between set and list? List is an ordered collection of elements. Set is an unordered collection of elements. List can accept duplicate values. Yes, Manju? If you want to say something, Manju? Manju? Hello? Manju, are you there? Manju, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Manju, you can unmute yourself and ask your query.
Yes, sir. Now
Yeah.
I could unmute myself.
Yeah.
So is it mandatory to mention one of the name in single comma string with Rahul is in single, because I
Yeah,
type everything in double
you can,
comma,
like I
inverted
said, now
comma.
you can, if it is a string, you can use either single quote or double quote. Both are same.
Okay. So even if I type all in double inverted comma, then it will allow me, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
If you are
because I
entering a
tried
string,
that at the first attempt, I got an error, and I exactly second attempt I type exactly what you have written, and it successfully happened.
executed, yeah. And if you,
Yeah.
even if you enter the number in a double quotes, then it means that that will be treated as string.
Okay.
Like here, I have entered 12, so now this will be taken as number. But if I
Yeah.
enter 12 in a double quotes or a single quote, then it will be taken as a string.
String, not
What
in
is
a
a
number.
string?
Okay.
String is a collection of characters that put together either in a single quote or a double quote. That is called as a
Okay.
string.
Okay. Understood, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So here, like I said, I am giving the difference between list and set. Both are same. Both working are same, but there is a difference. What is the first difference? The first difference is that when you define a list, we have to use a square bracket. When you are defining a set, we have to use a curly brace. Clear? Second thing,
Yes.
that list will maintain the order. Set will not maintain the order. List will maintain the order. Set will not maintain the order. List will allow you to enter duplicate values, and the duplicate values are recorded in list. But in set, even if you enter a duplicate value, it will not flash any error. But that value is simply discarded. That value is not stored in set. So duplicate values are not allowed in set. So we have to decide what is my application in my program. What is the application? Accordingly, either I can use list or either I can use set. It depends on the applicability. It depends on the output of your program or of your application. So this is how I can create a list and I can create a set. Okay. So the now next is a tuple. Like I said
So
that
I
there
have
are,
one doubt.
yes.
Yeah, sir, in set, is we get answer, no? If a print set A, then
Mhm.
it's taken 67.88 first, and after that string and then integer.
Yeah, that is what I've said, that set will not maintain the order. Like you can see
Okay.
here, I have given the first string, then a number, then a string, then a number, then a string. But when you try to print the content of set, you will see an entirely the order has been entirely changed, isn't it? That is
Yeah, okay.
what I've said. Set will not maintain the order. List will maintain the order. Set will
Okay.
allow you to enter duplicate values. Sorry, list will allow you to enter duplicate values. Set will not allow you. Even if you enter duplicate values, like here, you can see I have entered Shri 2 times. But when you print the content of that set, you will get only Shri only single time. You will not get 2 times. But again, in the list, if I enter the items duplicate, that is apple, apple, I have entered 2 times. And when I print the content of that list, you can see here apple has been displayed 2 times. This is unlike of set. Set will not allow you to enter duplicate values. That is the correct, if I can say. What is the use? Even if I have entered, it has not flashed any error, but that value is not stored into the set. Then what is the use of that accepting or allowing to enter duplicate values? So we can say that set will not allow you to enter duplicate values, while list will allow you to enter duplicate values. Set is an unordered collection of items. List is an ordered collection of items. The items, the data type of the items can be heterogeneous. You can enter all the data, all the elements of same type, like I can enter all the items in a string, or I can enter all the items in numbers, or I can enter the items in numbers, in strings, in float values. All can be entered. Different types of data type can be entered in list as well as set. So this is the basic difference between list and set. Now we come to the tuple. Tuple is entirely different from set. Now, how to identify that when I'm defining tuple? When you see the rounded bracket, then you can see that it is a tuple. I will paste this command in chat box so that you can yourself execute it. So here, how to define a tuple? You can give any name to that tuple. Tuple is a data structure, guys. Remember, tuple is a data structure like list, like set. Tuple is also a data structure. What it does, it allows you to enter the items in the same way that we have entered in list and set. Means what? I can enter data of different types. I can combine different types of data in tuple as well. Tuple is also an ordered collection of items. And what is the difference between a list and a tuple? The basic difference between list and tuple is that list is mutable. List is mutable means what? I can change the values of my list. I can change the value of my list. Say, for example, if I have got the example here, just give me a moment. I will show you. Yeah. Can you see this example? This one that I have highlighted here. Is it visible, guys?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah. You can see that here I have defined a list. And in that list, I have entered apple, banana, and cherry. Okay. After that here, I want to insert a new item, that is lemon, at the index position 1. And remember that, yes, Alice. Alice, have you got any query?
Yes, it's just the concept that you have to share the commands to everyone. Some of us can't see the commands in the chat.
You mean the in the chat box content?
Yes, in the chat box.
Okay. Sorry, it has been okay. Yeah. Sorry for that. So now onwards, I will paste to everyone. Yeah. So now you can see that here, I want to insert an item in the middle of the elements of my list. And remember that the index position of your list of your set will start with 0. Means what? Apple is having index value as 0. Banana is having the index value as 1. And cherry is having the index value as 2. So now here, what I'm doing here, I want to insert a new item in the second position or at the index position 1 in the fruit, in the list fruit. So how I do that? I will use the name of the list, that is fruits, and I will call the function insert. Insert is the function to insert the values into a list. Okay, so now insert is the name of the, I will paste this into the chat box. Yeah, so that you can execute it. So here, as you can see, I want to insert the new item lemon at the index position 1. That is means what? After apple. After apple, I want to insert lemon. So now for that, what I need to do here, I need to specify, first I need to call the function that is insert with the list. As you can see, the dot is the operator which combines your list with that function. Okay, now it means what? This insert function will work on fruits. What the insert function will do? The insert function is an inbuilt function which has been defined in Python libraries. What is the use of insert function? To insert the data elements in list at the index position that I have specified. So it means that this insert function accepts two parameters. First parameter, as you can see, is the index position, at which index position that you want to insert. Second, what item that you want to insert. So here I want to insert the lemon at the index position 1. Means what? After the apple. Apple is having index position as 0. So now I want to insert the lemon at the index position 1. So when I execute this command, I will get the lemon is inserted at the index position 1. So now what I will do here, I will say, for example, I want to insert the item at the 0th index position, and that item would be, say, orange, ORANGE. So I will paste this again in the chat box so that you can do the same thing. Now here, I want to insert the new item orange at the 0th index position, that is before the apple. So now when I do that, apple's index position will be 1 and orange index position will be 0. So let's do it. So can you see the output here? Orange, apple, banana and cherry. So it means that why I am showing this? Because here I can add new items, I can delete the items, I can modify the items in the list. These operations, inserting the items in the middle or deleting the item, editing the item, are not possible with your tuple. That is the main difference between a set, a list and a tuple. List, an ordered collection of elements. Tuple is also an ordered collection of elements. But the basic difference between list and tuple is that lists are mutable, editable, changeable. Means the content of list are changeable, editable, but the content of tuple are not at all changeable. Say for example, if I do these things, okay, and I will go to the new code cell, and here I will type the same thing, and here I want to insert a new item in tuple. Let's see what would be the result. Tuple underscore a dot insert And if I say here index position 1, comma, I want to insert a new name, say for example, Sachin. So now you can see what this will do. See that I have got the error. I have got the error. Means what? It is not possible to change the items of a tuple. Why? Because tuple are immutable. I cannot edit. I cannot change. Okay. So this is the basic difference between a tuple and a list. Is it clear to all of you guys to this point? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any queries, any doubt up to this point? Can we duplicate items in tuple? Okay, let's see that. Why do waste it? Okay, I will insert Shri. You can insert, but it will not accept. Like you can see here, I have tried to insert Shri 2 times. Okay, this is I have set, okay, in tuple. I'm saying in tuple. So here, if I try to insert the same item, that is say Rahul. Yeah, it is possible. It is possible to insert duplicate items. Same with list. List and tuples are same, but only the difference is that list is mutable, means what, editable, and tuples are immutable. Even in list, we can enter duplicate values, and in tuple, we can also enter duplicate values. Only the set will not allow you to enter duplicate values. So I'm clear with the difference. Same with set. No, we can't try it. In set, you cannot enter duplicate values, isn't it? Juma Daniel, yes, Juma. What your question?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I tried to insert in listing, but I got the same error as a table.
How you have inserted? Like I have shown you in the same way you have inserted.
I was trying to insert in listing the same list, the table list.
See here, what I've said. You have to give the command in the same way. If you are
Yeah,
your
I
syntax,
did. I got the same
what error you are
as-
getting?
Hello,
What
sir.
error you are getting?
I got the same error as you got in the table.
See here, I have done it on tuple, so tuple will not allow you to insert.
No, I was trying to insert in the listing.
Okay.
Like I did like the
I will
second
show
one.
you one more time. I will show you one more time.
Okay, thank you.
So this is my list. So now I am inserting it. List a dot insert. So I will insert, say for example, at the second position, and I will insert oranges. So here I have inserted orange at the second position index. That is after this is apple is 0, 12 is 1, and after 12 it should get inserted. That is apple. That is orange. So here I will do that. Yeah. Can you see the result here?
Yes, sir. I think my error it was I was inserting after the listen. Before I was inserting between like friends and listening.
No, you can insert it anywhere.
Anyway,
Anywhere.
okay.
So
Okay,
for
I'm gonna try
example,
one
if
more
I
time.
insert it at the 0th position,
Yes.
it should get inserted.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Let me
Yeah.
try.
After that, you need to print it. Okay. Here I haven't
Yes.
printed here. So if I print list underscore A. So now let's see. See here. I have inserted orange at the 0th position. Can you see the output? This is the output for the second print statement.
Yes, sir.
So just need to specify the index number, that is the position at which you want to insert. After
Yes.
that, what atom that
I
you
need
want
to
to
print
insert,
again.
either you can insert in a single quote or in a double quote.
I need to print again.
Yeah, if you want to see the inserted list, you have to give a
Yes.
command print. See that I have
Okay. Thank you.
inserted the item, but I'm not sure whether it has been inserted or not. How do you come to know that?
To print
So
again.
by calling the print function,
Yes.
then only
Okay.
you can understand whether the item has been inserted at the position of which I want to. That can be ascertained only by giving a print command.
Thank you, sir. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try one
So
more time.
whatever changes that you do, after that, you need to know that whether the change has been reflected
Okay.
or not. So
No.
to do that, we need to print its
Call.
contents.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So the main difference between list and tuple is that list are the ordered collection of elements. Tuple is also an ordered collection of elements. List will allow you to enter duplicate values. Tuple will also allow you to enter duplicate values. Lists are editable. Tuples are not editable. So this is the basic difference between a list and a tuple. Otherwise, there is no difference between list and tuple. Only list is mutable and tuples are immutable. Immutable means what? I cannot change. That's it. So this is about list, this is about set, and this is about tuple. So if you want to define a list, then we have to use a pair of square brackets. If you want to define a set, then I have to use a pair of curly brackets. If I have to define a tuple, then I have to use the parenthesis, that is rounded parenthesis. Okay. So now let's come to the last data types in this category, that is a dictionary. That is dictionary. So up to this point, any queries, guys? Sir, please check whether is it correct or not. Bhagyalakshmi Nadar. Snehal Tandon. Any query? No. So all of you have understood how to create a list, how to create a set, how to create a tuple.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll move forward. See that this is I am going very slow. But if I go with this speed, then it would not be possible to cover all the syllabus. But I can understand that this is the very first chapter and this is the basics of Python. So that's why I am going very slow. But once I complete this chapter or the next chapter, my speed will be increased. So please try to understand that. Okay. So here, the next data structure, I think somebody has raised the hand. Who has raised? Yes, Juma, Daniel, and Vani. You can mute yourself and ask your query. Juma and Vani. Yes, Vani. Any queries, any questions, any doubts? Vani? Okay. So the last data structure.
Yeah, hello,
Yes.
sir. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, actually, that's my name.
Okay,
Sir,
okay.
actually, can I know the total data types in Python? Data types.
Total means what? Numbers.
Yeah, means what are the types of data types in, means which are the types we have to use in Python?
See that broadly there are 4 types. One is your list, set, tuple, and dictionary. These are the mainly 4 data structures that you will use in Python. And other than that, we have strings, we have integers, we have float. But we are using it along with set, tuples, dictionary, and list.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And one more thing is that in case of Python, there is no fixed data type. Means what? I don't need to define the variable with its data type. Unlike C and C, C++, the people who know about C language and C++ or Java other languages, first we need to define the data type of a variable. Say for example, integer x, int x is equal to 0. Okay, I will give you the example. Insert code. Okay, so now here I can say here x is equal to say 15. X is
Done,
what?
sir.
X is a variable and 25 is a integer value that I have given. Now I will print, I will say print x, control enter. So I'm getting 15. Okay, now what I will do here, I will assign a string value to that same variable and I will again say execute it. Now I'll get apple. So it means that in case of Python, we don't need to define that integer x is an integer. Like in case of C, first we need to define like this. I'm giving you the difference between the variables or the data types that we use in C and C++. In case of C and C++, first we need to define like this. Int space x means what? X is a variable of data type integer. So once you specify the data type of this variable x, then I can only store integer values into x variable in case of C and C++ or Java. Guys, please be clear. I'm saying in case of C, C++, Java, first I need to define the variable with its data type, and accordingly I can only assign the values to that variable. If the data type of the variable is integer, I only can assign integer values. If the data type of the variable is character, I can assign only characters. If the data type of the variable is a float, I can assign float values. But this is totally unlike of C, C++ and Java here. Here in case of Python, you can assign any value to the same variable. See here, I am giving you the practical demonstration of the difference between C, C++ and Python. So now here x, I haven't defined what is the data type of x. There is no need. Means what? The data type of the x now in this case is treated as integer. Now after that, what I will do, I am assigning an string. So now what is the data type of the x? Now it is string. So now after that again, this to the same variable, I am assigning a float value. I am assigning a float value. So now I can do that. So the data type of the variable depends upon the value that you assign to a variable. This is totally unlike of C, C++, Java languages. In that case, we first need to define the data type of the variable because they are strictly typed language, C, C++, Java. But Python is not that strictly language or strictly typed language. You can assign any value to a variable. And again, that variable need not to be defined before I can use it. Means what? I don't need to define its data type. Wherever possible, I can just say variable name is equal to value, and I can refer that variable. So this is the best example, or we can say the best feature of Python. Means what? By using a single variable, I can use that variable for storing integer at one time. Second time, I can use the same variable for storing strings. Third time, I'm using the same variable for storing floating numbers. So it means that I don't need to define multiple variables in order to store different data types. Now, of course, if you want to refer the integer value, string value, the floating value in a statement, then definitely you need to define, multiple variables. But if you are referring that variable at one point only, at single point only, then I can use a single variable to contain multiple data types or different data types. So that is the one of the main feature of Python. So here in this session, I'm going to talk about the last. Okay, before that, I would like to give the feedback form for this session. So please be there. I think dictionary is not going to be covered in this session. I think in the next session, we will continue the rest of this content of this unit. So before I could end this session, I am giving you the feedback link for this session. And I request all the learners who are present here in this session, please give your feedback by filling this Google form. I think the Google form link is visible to all of you. Yeah. So I think the time is over now. So, but don't worry, I'm going to extend this session into the coming sessions only. Please, when do we get the recording of all the classes? See that it will require at least 24 hours to get the online classes uploaded on this web. So give us some time. Give us some time. Definitely you will get all the recording of all the online sessions in Swayam. So with this, I would like to conclude the session here. And thank you everyone for joining this session. Till we meet the next time, it's a very goodbye for now and have a great day ahead. Thank you everyone.